I'll start with arguably the toughest question of the lot. Who is the bigger club, Liverpool or Manchester United? Back 2 minutes, I promised you, and I have delivered. We'll go through it more forensically in a moment, but your gut instinct when you're asked about Manchester United or Liverpool, who's the biggest club?
I've got to say Liverpool. I really do. I look at what they're doing now, and obviously they're miles ahead of Man United. They've won, or they're equalled on 20 top division titles. Champions League, Liverpool's got 6 against Man United's 3. I think the only talking point really is the revenue and the fan base that Man United will dominate, and obviously the value of the club would be more. But in terms, the way I would measure a big club is totality.
Well, the trophies, interestingly, we're excluding Community Shields, all right? We're taking major trophies. And Liverpool, they edge it, actually. They've got 52 compared to Manchester United's 47. So you're right there. 20 top division titles each again.
And Liverpool, Division 1,
so top division. And in terms of European Cups, it's double for Liverpool. It's 6 compared to Manchester United's 3.
I mean, there you go, right?
So if you're going on just trophies, then it's hard to argue, but there's a lot more to what makes a bigger club, isn't there? Because what about the size of a stadium? Does that matter to you?
Yes, it does.
Because that sways towards Manchester
I think the part that, Man United, from what I see recently, is falling apart at Old Trafford. I see leakages, I see everything in there. So they need to, and they're talking about getting a new stadium. Once they get the new stadium, then we've got to, then there's a more of a case. But
this current stadium has 13,000 more seats, and both clubs are always full. So that's a good start.
Yeah.
But their stadium capacity, the new stadium you're talking about, you're quite right. They're looking at 100,000,
exactly,
which Manchester United probably can fill. So could Liverpool, by the way. But Manchester United stadium.
And then they will blow. And then they will blow. And then they'll blow Liverpool out the water, because I don't think Liverpool will have a stadium that big anyway. I think the only stadium that is around that big would be the new Camp Nou that's coming, right? Where there'll be like 105,000. But Man United will be the second in the world at that point. But I look at it now and I just say that both stadiums are historic. I measure big clubs based upon the totality and now as well. We can't forget now, because it's not all about history. We've got to talk about the now part, and now Liverpool are miles ahead. There's no doubt that both clubs are special clubs, have been the most successful clubs in England. But I think Liverpool edge it for me.
You are making some very fair points, as ever, Jay, but I need to counter you. That is my job. And it's very hard to work out popularity, OK? But these days, you can look at social media following, OK?
Man United will
which is why of all the Sky Sports News presenters, I'm the least popular, if you're going to do it in that way, all right? So I'm against this, actually. But Manchester United, they've got quite a few more. They've got 133.9 million in total compared to Liverpool's 101.4. Now, a lot of people will say, I don't care about that, but do you care? Should we care?
No, but I think that's just the following again. That's the fan base.
But I think surely the bigger club.
Yeah, but there's no doubt in the fan base being bigger. There's no doubt, and that's just an element of a bigger club. I think where Man United will always win is the fan base, the revenue, what the club is worth. The financial part aside, Man United have that. There's no doubt about that.
Said that but the financial part isn't important? I know why you said the financial part, isn't it?
But everything else is sided with Liverpool. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.
I believe that's what's called controlling your own narrative. Because if we go to how much the clubs are worth, now this is according to Forbes, which is the most accurate people we can go for this. They've got Manchester United at an extra, almost $1 billion more in terms of how much they are worth. First of all, does that actually surprise you that they're worth? That's a lot of money.
That is
almost $1 billion more.
To be perfectly honest, I thought as well, because Man United, since Alex Ferguson left Man United have been struggling really. Yes, they've still won competitions. That goes without saying. But ultimately, I'm surprised they are where they are still. Can you imagine where Man United would be if they get back to their best, if they start dominating English football again, if they start winning things? They could even go above Real Madrid. But ultimately, I am surprised that Man United are still in that spot. I thought Arsenal would be higher, if I'm honest.
8th.
And when I see Arsenal and Tottenham, that is like really close.
Tottenham are 9th, and it's almost identical.
Exactly, yeah, it's almost identical. So that's surprising,
isn't it?
It is interesting. It is interesting because you don't know what happens behind the scenes. So to see that, it has opened my eyes to something.
Yeah, in terms of the valuation breakdown, by the way, from Forbes, just so you kind of understand it, because it can be quite confusing. It's broken into commercial, brand, match day, and broadcasting. But they've got Manchester United in 2nd in the world. And Liverpool.
Where's Man City on that one?
4th. Well, luckily, I've got it right in front of me. They are 5th. So just below. They are.
That shows you their rise.
0.1 billion less than Liverpool. Right, OK. Well, Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your club, scan the QR code here and visit the Sky Sports app for more details. Next, we have 2 very passionate fans, one representing Liverpool, Montel Bowen, and representing Manchester United, we have Adam Stott. Right, good morning to both of you. We've been looking forward to this. I know you will have been as well. And I think, first of all, the first thing to ask, Montel, given that you are going to be the home team, who's the bigger club?
Well, I'll be honest. Commercially, Man United are the biggest club. I always concede to that. But it's not all about just being commercially the biggest club anymore. Like, I mean, if you guys want to be rubbish and be commercially really big, that's fine. That's not really suitable for me. I actually want to win trophies.
I like this, Montel, already. You started off really well, objectively. I like this. Carry on.
Yeah, no, because that's what football has become for Manchester and their fans now. It's Manchester United and their fans now. It's, we're the biggest club, we're this, we're that. Put the scrolls in the bag. Just put the scrolls in the bag. Generally now, we want to see what you can do on the pitch. And if Man United were good, they'll be speaking about what they were doing on the pitch. When they were winning their 13 Prems under Fergie, dominating football, you think they talk about commercial revenue? You think you hear the word commercial revenue come out of any Manchester United fan's mouth? It's all they have left, and they're clinging onto it for dear.
Can I just sneak in?
Sorry, let me just butt in there because I agree with you, Montel. I agree with you, and I think again, I'm being really objective here. And I just think, yes, we can talk about the history. Yes, we can talk about the way Man United dominated English football for a long period of time. But we have to take now into consideration as well. So that's all I'm going to say on that part. Now I want to hear your arguments.
Right, here we go. Right, Jay, right, let's put your Arsenal side away for a minute. It's like Northwest is dominating the Premier League. But the question has just been asked, who's the bigger club? And all I've heard is 2 opposition fans talk about Man United for about 2 minutes. I thought we were supposed to be making an argument for your sides. Look, Manchester United are being talked about in our worst ever era at in Premier League history. And all anyone's talking about is Man United. Does that not just tell you
Adam,
how
can
big
I say one thing to you,
Manchester United are? The fact that you cannot refrain from talking about us tells you everything. Just argue your own points.
Adam, let me say one thing. Man United, if this carries on, right, Man United could potentially be classed as the team with the biggest fall of grace in Premier League history. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't see Man United winning a title for the next 10 years. Minimum.
Okay.
What about Liverpool's fall from grace?
There's an argument for that.
Don't forget that from Dalglish winning it to Klopp winning it.
There was a fall from grace. There was a fall from grace. No, there was a fall from grace. But it's true. It's true. Because Montel's right as well. They have won a Champions League in that period, right? They have done stuff. Whereas in Man United now, since Ferguson left, I think, Adam, you'll agree with that part. Since Ferguson left, Man United have been on a downward spiral. Yes, they have won some competitions, but they've still been on a downward spiral compared to what they was. And now going forward, I can't see Man United winning something for a while, because when you look at the other clubs, like the Man Cities, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, players will look at them sides and say, I'd prefer to go to them teams before Man United, where before in history, when Alex Ferguson was there especially, he could say, I want that player, and he would come. That's it. There's no question. There's not even a debate about other teams. Now there's more teams involved that have a better squad right now, and I feel like they've kind of left behind Man United, and it's going to be difficult for Man United to come back now.
Jay, can I just cut in there as well? Like
go on.
The grass is greener, like that term comes to mind when we speak about Man United as well. You guys will always attract players just with the badge, but I think slowly but surely players are beginning to realise it's giving graveyard. Slowly but surely.
I'm going to be objective again. I'm going to say a lot of players, people don't even know that. A lot of players will look at the location, by the way, because I heard Adam say something about the North is dominating English football. I'm telling you right now, players will look at it from their personal brand point of view and say, I want to be in London.
Nah, but
I'm telling you.
Adam, you and I both know, I'm afraid Adam and I are right on that one. Right, Adam, you haven't really had a chance to talk yet, so go on.
Completely outvoted there on that one with the South bit there, mate. I think you got three against.
I'm being honest with you.
3 against 1, Jay. Yeah. Right. Again, though, you just talked about what Manchester United have done, the fall from grace. You asked the question, the original question that you asked at the top of the show: who is the bigger club? Yeah. The fact that players will still come to Manchester United says we're the biggest club. The fact that our revenues are still the biggest, the commercialisation of the club, the fact that we have got so many fans queuing up at the door to still watch Manchester United. We still made more broadcasting revenue in our greatest failing year ever than other football clubs. Trophies are what it's going to be decided on, ultimately, I feel, at the end of the day.
And you haven't got as many. You haven't got as many as Liverpool.
Yeah. But you're just talking about the short term there, and then you switch across to the history.
I'm talking about totality. I'm talking about totality. Because from my point of view, I look at Man United and I just say that Man United now, what you've got to hold on to is the history. The history is without a doubt. Like you can say that, especially in Premier League history.
I'm just going to come back at you on that one. Champions League football, yeah?
What?
2 trophies each.
Champions League football?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Champions League trophies.
Champions
League. What I'm saying a minute. 2 trophies each. Yeah. The European Cup is history. The Champions League is now, and Liverpool and United have both got 2 Champions Leagues. So you talk about forgetting about history. Let's forget about Liverpool's history as well at the same time.
Hold on.
You can't pick it both ways.
What we're not gonna. No. How long until your Premier Leagues become history? Does the name just need to change again? I don't know what where do we draw the line? Because generally because the name has changed, we go, oh well, Liverpool have 2 Premier Leagues, United have 13, Liverpool have 2 Champions Leagues, and United have 2. No, Liverpool have 6 Champions Leagues.
By the way, I didn't bring up.
Hold on. Let's just be honest. It's 20 each. It's 20 top division titles each. So let's just put that to bed. Let's just put that part to bed. But the 6 Champions League compared to the 3 Champions League is another story.
Can I put up on this one? Why do you sing 20 times Man United, but you don't sing 13 times Man United? Why do you sing that?
Because 20 times Man United. I'm not talking about the Premier League.
No, but I'm saying because if it was just the Premier League that matters, it was just the
it's nice. It's nice that you notice the United.
13 times Man United. No, you sing 20 times Man United. So therefore,
keep talking about United.
I have a question for you.
Sky got accused of saying there was no, of claiming there was no football before 1992. That is not the case because Jay and I have both said 26 and 3, haven't we? On those
so we have more major trophies.
Next, at the moment there, I think Adam was a bit ganged up on there. But Adam, I think you might. I think Adam was ganged up on there.
By me? I'm being objective. Adam, sorry if it came across that way.
Adam, I think you're going to turn it around here, okay? Because the next question I want to ask you both, and by the way, there's polls running on the website for anyone at home to go and vote on all of these. Right, if you go to Liverpool's Premier League winning title team of 2019-20, so that one, under Klopp, brilliant team, dominant in the Premier League, but Manchester United's treble winners of the 1998-99 season, right then, Adam, which team was the best?
I don't even compare. It's not even an argument. And I'd be surprised if either one of you actually come up with an argument for this one. Let's just get it right. This is a treble winning side. The first to do the treble. That takes it out of it straight
Adam,
away.
I'm with you completely on this one. It's a treble.
Yeah.
It's a treble. Let's not get it twisted. And, the Fergie time, there's so many big games. And do you know what as well? I think we've got to talk about the level of opposition as well. The teams back then, they were no joke. You had like proper strikers, proper defenders, proper midfielders. I mean, look at that team there. I love that team. But I would definitely go with Man United on this one. The treble is so hard to achieve. And they done it in style as well. Like coming back, scoring goals in the last minute. You don't forget them kind of occasions. I'm sorry.
Well, Montel, I don't know who you're going to say, Montel. I think you're going to back yourself, but just to kind of add to whatever your argument is, Montel. When you won the Premier League that season, you did it with 7 games to spare, which was the earliest ever anyone's ever won it in terms of games. All right, it was different date.
That was COVID, though, isn't it?
Well, only the end.
COVID.
No, we'd won the league before COVID. We won the league before.
It was pretty much done, wasn't it? You won 27 of your first 30 games. You were never off the top of the table. 99 points. Manchester United that season. In 1999, Manchester United only got 79 points.
Two trophies, major trophies, or three. What's better?
You're just giving Montel a bit of firepower.
Yeah, but Montel has to get brushed aside on this one, because at the end of the day, 3 trophies are better than 2. Is that right or wrong? Montel, just yes or no? Is that right or wrong?
Who got the most points? Who got the most points?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. 3 trophies are better than 2.
Yeah, no, but if they're going head to head, Liverpool got more points.
It doesn't matter if you win. If you're having a 100-metre dash, it doesn't matter if you win by 10 seconds or 1 second. Winning's winning.
The person with the fastest time wins, and they had more points. Carry on, Montel.
I haven't answered the question. Now, all I'm saying is, if you was to ask me a question, what league campaign was more impressive, then Liverpool would have much more of an argument. I said fastest
that wasn't
team.
the question. That wasn't the question.
Exactly. For me, if we had won the treble and Man United's team had won the league, listen, I'd be sitting here saying the same thing. I'm not completely deluded. I know the debate's the debate, but a treble with listen, I understand the treble is the treble. One thing I would say is that don't completely write off my club in this sense with these 2 achievements, because the year just before we had won the Champions League, so this was a Champions League winning team, like literally the season before. Now I know it's not in the same season, and it's not as good as Man United's treble, and I'd have loved Liverpool to win a treble as well. But the players, the team, the way we dominated that Premier, and let's be honest, the Man City team that was in that league was no joke as well. They were, they went on.
How many players, Montel? Just out of interest, how many players from that was it 1920 side do you think can get into that Man United side?
Well, they play 4-4-2.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that team there, right? That team there, a lot of them players ain't getting into that Man United side either.
No, I understand. Yeah, from an individual perspective, I agree as well.
Who is getting in there? Maybe.
Obviously, Yorkie and Cole is a different era. It's a 4-4-2 era. Yorkie and Cole are strikers, isn't it? So
even if you put that as a 3, though, even if you put that Man United team that plays 4-4-2, if you put that as a 4-3-3, there'll be like maybe Salah will get in there. But apart from that, who's getting in?
Salah and Mane have a shout, but then for me,
Mane's better than Giggs.
No, I didn't say Mane was better than Giggs.
You just said Mane will get in the team.
No. I said they have a shout. I think
they don't have no shout. There's no shout about it.
For me,
Mane is not better than Giggs. There's no shout.
This is the most that James
it depends
ever said on his left.
Obviously, it's before my time. It is before my time. So from what I've already gone back and watched.
You got YouTube, though. You can go back and watch that. You got YouTube.
No. I've gone back and watched that team. And for me, the reason why I didn't really pose much of an argument, because I know how good that team was and what they were able to do. In fact, they even had Solskjaer coming off the bench. So it wasn't even just, was Sheringham there in the squad as well? Or did he come a year before?
In that final.
Yeah, so I understand how strong that squad was. I think the only players to me were like maybe Van Dijk and Salah. Those are the ones to me that I'd put an argument for.
That's it. But even then, honestly, I think Beckham's underrated here as well.
You're bringing Beckham into it.
People talk about
we have to leave that on there. Montel and Adam, you have been absolutely brilliant. We are looking forward to Sunday's game. Good luck to both of you, because I'm neutral. Right, it's not been the season that Mohamed Salah would have wanted so far. So is it time for him to be dropped? We'll debate that point next.